So, here chat, let's get straight into the news of today. The Purge of the Weebs. So what happened with the Purge of the Weeb? That is indeed a very interesting question. Well, the Weeb Purge, the waifu purge, or the hashtag waifu purge as everybody been putting on everyone on the social media right now, is actually concerning adult games on Steam being friend with removal by Steam themselves, which is very odd indeed, because these adult games have existed on Steam for like a very long time. People have played them, people have paid money to actually get the freaking games, but unfortunately these games are friend with removal. And it's not just one game, it's not just 2 games, it's actually a lot of games. And okay, so here's an article from Games DualShockers. That was an article from Lewd Gamer, but unfortunately, as much as I love Lewd Gamer, not safe for work. Very not safe for work. I have to like zoom in all the way so that I can block in the banners, side banners that contain like freaking very, very hentai content in there. But this is thankfully DualShockers is a lot more safe for work. So here it is. So reports Steam demanding removal of sexual content from games threatening removal. Multiple game developers have been tweeting about warnings received from Valve about the content included in their games distributed on Steam. Apparently, the company behind the popular digital download platform is cracking down on quasi-sexual content, threatening the developers involved for removal if the games are not censored before the deadline. So far, we have seen this kind of report only from developers working on visual novels or games with a markedly anime-ish art style. So yes, it is indeed the Weeb Purge as they advertise. And the thing is, there's a very weird thing that you might notice from this, is that they're going down on games that on Steam already censored. Like, with the exception of a couple of like really Western games, which is clearly highlighting Steam's bias in this department, because there are a lot of Western games out there with full nudity, just straight up nudity, and they're not censored. But a lot of these anime games on Steam, they are censored. It's the principle, Steve. It's you need to be consistent with the application of your policies. Like, if you're gonna go straight to anime games because there's focus on dating, and even if they've censored their content, like you can still, like, Conan Exiles is still on Steam. Like, as confirmed by DualShockers here, on the very bottom here, Funcom confirmed to DualShockers they did not receive any warnings from Steam about their game Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles is a game where you can literally see your dick is literally in the freaking game. Like, you can see your balls and your dick hanging around. Like, how is that not censored? How does that game not receive any sorts of warning when games like, you know, games like Honey Pop, not Nekopara, which is strange. It's Tropical Liquor must be censored when the end of the month. This game will be removed from Steam. We just received some troubling news today that Steam Games decided to pull down our title Mutiny within 2 weeks. Reports for pornographic content. Yeah, the problem is the developer Mutiny does not have any sort of pornographic content. It's not their thing. So Lupisoft has been one of the strictest developers in terms of following Steam's guidelines. Nothing in Mutiny violates their guidelines. It's just like it's really freaking. It's just the purge. There's so much purging on happening here. Manga Gamer also disclosed that they have received same warning for the game Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Same goes for Sekai Project with Reload. Not sure why. Thankfully, I guess you could say thankfully or not, but still, I still have my copy of what is that game? Fruit of Grisea on Steam. Not sure if that game is filled with sexual content, but that copy of the game is still with me, as far as I checked. So yeah, all of these bands, all of these people, these game developers, these visual novels, being friended by Steam to have their games removed. Now the question is, who caused it? Who is the one making this stupid mess? Well, the answer is not as shocking as you might think, but still it is interesting for us to know who the perpetrators behind it is. Although this is, in my opinion, they claim that they did this, but it's a little bit blurry. I'm not sure. They just say victory, but isn't really like definitive proof that they did this. They claim that they did it, but anyway, regardless, the perpetrators are a site called endsexualexploitation.org. Okay, so you want to hear the motto of not the motto, the problem. Okay, here is their mission statement. Video games are often a fun outlet for children and adults like to explore, build, and create. Unfortunately, video game creators are increasingly promoting content that gamifies pornographic, hypersexualized, or sexually coercive themes. Yes. Yes. I don't know how else to say this, but yes. Yes. Well, what's the problem? I see no issue with that. Maybe you should educate me on this, but still. Please tell me why you put this mission on. Games like House Party, Porno Studio Tycoon. There's a game like a Porno Studio Tycoon. Interesting. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda. What a weird target. You know that Mass Effect, the other Mass Effect games released like back in 2008. Anyway. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and more are normalizing sexually explicit and exploitative themes in mainstream gaming. Is Mass Effect Andromeda even that exploitative? Like, do you even see someone's nipple in it? Like, even the first Mass Effect wasn't that. Anyway, when video games include sexually graphic and degrading themes, the user is not only a voyeur, but an active participant in staging the scene. Do you understand what fiction means? As our society suffers from the consequences of campus sexual assault, military sexual assault, and rising child-on-child sexual abuse, those things are completely unrelated. What the hell are you? What is this? Like, this is insane. You're implying that people who play these games are going to go on and do campus sexual assault, a military sexual assault, rising child-on-child sexual abuse. We see that normalizing the sexual use and often abuse of others in video games is irresponsible on the corporate and social level. But where are we? Our one mainstream online video game store, Steam, is of a particular concern because approximately 35 million users who are minors. Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? You have 35 million users who are minors. Whose fault is that? Certainly not Steam. Certainly not the game developers. They're just giving the products. It's the fault of the freaking parents who don't monitor their freaking child. Yet this distribution platform facilitates sexually violent themed games and animated pornography featuring genitalia ejaculation to users of all ages. Yes, Steam. This is why you need to watch your freaking child. Why is it so freaking hard? Like, it's, oh my god, like, it's simple. Like, there are so many things out there in the world that are for adults and not for kids. Okay, you as a parent have the responsibility to guide your children. Oh my fucking, I cannot believe I am pulling this argument. Play this shit. Somebody tell these people to play this shit. At the very least, play this shit so that you can know, like, oh, I know how to be a good parent just for fucking once. At least in some article claims to be, yeah, they play fucking God of War and it's like, hey, I'm a much better parent than I was before. At least understand the fucking basics. At the very fucking least. Ugh. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation is calling on Steam to remove these games and publicly commit to a more robust policy against sexually explicit and exploitative games. Well, they say that they will commit to their plans. And here's another page from them that claims, well, victory! Steam to remove sexually explicit violent content from platform. Yes, finally, we have commenced the Weeb Purge, ladies and gentlemen. We are victorious in this battle. Breaking news, Steam, the Walmart of online video game distribution with over 35 million users who are children and teenagers, just contacted several video game developers asking them to cover sexually graphic content in their games on Steam or face delisting. Guys, their games on Steam are already censored. Their games on Steam are already freaking censored. How much censorship do you need? My god. This sudden action by Valve, parent company of Steam, comes after a 2-year aggressive campaign by the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, include the listing of Steam in the 2018 Dirty Dozen list. Fucking hell, 2018 Dirty Dozen list. That is bleh. Many games on Steam platforms promote themes of sexual violence, exhibitionism, and rape and depict nudity and graphic sex acts. When video games include sexually graphic and degrading themes, the user is not only a voyeur, but an active participant. Did you just copy and paste from the last article, you lazy asshole? As our society suffers from the consequence of campus sexual love, for fuck's sake, this is just copying. We thank Steam for their leadership in working to change our hashtag #MeToo culture. There is nothing hashtag #MeToo about playing porn games on Steam. What the fuck are you? Oh my god. Like play one porn game on Steam, you will have contributed into sexual assault. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein is a fucking weeb who plays all of those really good hentai porn games on Steam. What the fuck were you guys? What is... Oh boy. Thank you Ad Steam Games for saying no more to sexual violence. How to video games on your platform. No more to sexual violence how-to video games on your platform. Have you played the visual novels that these games are most of them are about dating the fucking girls. It's not about raping them. It's actually quite rare for me to see a video game on Steam that is about raping people. It's quite uncommon. If you want to go that far, if you want to stretch out a little bit, in a lot of ways, GTA 5 is a lot more rapey than pretty much a lot of the visual novels on Steam. I shit you not. Like, at least they still have a little bit of a chemistry with the characters. They still let you to talk with the characters. At least there is a little bit of chemistry in them. But it's not a sexual violence how-to. What the oh my god, by that logic, GTA is a Grand Theft Auto how-to. What? Ugh. This is a real solution to our culture's hashtag beat. This. Okay, stop. This is a real solution to our culture's hashtag #MeToo problem. This is the real solution. Banning video games on Steam. That is the real solution, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally found a way to end sexual assault, to end all of this sexual violence and rape culture in society. We ban all of those games on Steam that contains hentai. We ban all of those visual novels on Steam. This is definitely going to end the sexual violence that happens in the real fucking world. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just... Oh god. This is a real solution. That is the funniest fucking thing that I've seen in a while. I cannot believe that you people are this delusional. You are taking from somebody who wears this outfit. You are a lot more delusional than I am. At least I have the delusional that the world is going to end is a lot more sensible than having your delusion that whatever your action that you're gonna do here is going to solve rape, sexual violence, incest, trafficking. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Oh my god, this is so dumb. We thank the many grassroots activists and leaders who have spoken up to demand a change to Steam's policies and enforcement practices with us for these past 2 years. Thank you for your help in most recent grassroots campaign, which started May 10. Your voices have been heard. There you go, guys. There you go. There you go. Do I need to say? There's nothing more that I need to say. They have claimed responsibility. It's that they are the ones who did it. They're the ones who did it. Anyway, chat, what do you think?